Good afternoon. This is Costello, back with another installment of Nothing Out of the Ordinary. Today we are discussing 7 things that I've come to learn in my professional career as a lover. First things first, we do not own anybody, we only share them as experiences. People are not your property, and the heart is a possessive thing. I know for one, I can be prone to feelings of possessiveness. As we invest that kind of time and energy, especially of that dealing with the heart into other people, it's natural for us to take a sort of claim over people or things. If you think about it, people are like clothes. You might have the clothes you've had for years, but they're not ever really truly yours because they could be gone tomorrow and you would just have to keep it pushing without them. Truth be told, we're all somebody's ex, you know. All the more reason to enjoy the moment while it lasts. 2, if they wanted to, they would. If you want something bad enough, you'll make a path for you to get that thing. And that applies to the people we love and cherish as well, you know. If they're willing to do all of this for you, they do it because they want to. And if they don't want to, they just won't. There is no need to make excuses for people who don't do it so as to break it to yourself easier. The reality of the situation is if they wanted to, they would. If she wanted to, she would. If they wanted to, they would. And that's just that. And it's not always the easiest thing to hear that if they're not doing it, it's because they don't want to do it. But if you want something bad enough, you'll get that thing. So we got to be real with ourselves. It doesn't matter what challenges that might present themselves. If I want to, I will. Anything else is an excuse. And that's just that. 3, you cannot change anybody that does not want to be changed. You can teach a man to fish, but if he doesn't want to eat, if he ain't hungry, he ain't gonna learn shit. If they're not willing to change for themselves, they're not willing to change for you. And because you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. It doesn't matter how much fussing you do. It doesn't matter how bad you want it for them. If they don't want it for themselves, then it's no bueno. It's no good. It's a hard truth having to face the reality that others might just not want it as bad as us. It's their life, their decisions, their choices, you know. They're obviously comfortable where they are. They are good where they're at. They see no need to change. So that in and of itself should speak volumes. If they themselves see no need to change, then why are you trying to change them? 4, everybody has a reason and a season. Everybody's here for some reason. We are the universe living vicariously through us to experience itself. Everyone we come across is a reflection of us in some shape, form, or manner. And everybody that enters our lives ultimately show us something. Whether that's to show us a lesson, to learn, to take something away, to bring us something, to reflect upon something. Whatever the case may be, ultimately at the end of it all, you and I are the same. So what are you trying to show me by you entering my life? The wheels of fortune continue to turn. They bring someone to your doorstep. They take someone away. And these things are all here to show us something. Life is a learning experience. So what am I learning from them? What are they trying to show me? You know, the friends you have, the people you have in your family, the people you interact with, the people you choose, the people that choose you. What is this saying about me? What am I supposed to be learning here? I used to contemplate why some people would leave, or why would our time be cut short, or why did we have the time we had in that moment, you know? But ultimately, I've come to realize these things happen for mysterious reasons, and you may not understand then, but someday you will. Someday you will understand, but you have to be open and aware to understanding in the first place. Life does not work against you. It does not work for you. Life just happens through you. It is not predisposed to be bad. It's not predisposed to be good. It just is. What is this person trying to show me? What was the point of this whole interaction? What was the point of this relationship? What was the point of it all? If we don't learn from history, we are doomed to repeat it. You might see the same pattern of people entering your life over and over again because they're trying to show you something that you're just not picking up on, or you're just not aware, or you're not learning yet. But once you do, that loop will close. The sunken cost fallacy. Putting more money, investing more time and resources into an already sinking ship will not save the ship. If it's drowning, look, you gotta know when to hold them, you gotta know when to fold them, and you gotta know when to walk away. Because ultimately, life is a gamble. You could be in a relationship for 10 years, but if it's 10 years of misery, why would you make it 11? Why would you make it 12? Fortune favors the bold. Life is full of opportunities, chances, and choices. And so you continuing to sink your time, your energy, and your resources into this dead horse will not bring it back. Sometimes letting go is the ultimate act of love, whether that be love for the others or love for yourself. Love yourself enough to know that you deserve better than whatever this is. Even if it was 10 years and you got out today, still rejoice, because it could have been 11 years. It could have been 12 years. It could have been 15 years before you ever had come to an inkling of an idea of what's really going on and how much time you're really wasting here. So just be wary of your portfolio. If it's more viable to leave, then leave. Leave. Enjoy the time while it's here. Enjoy the moment while you're in the moment. Not to be like, you're thinking of the moment while you're in the moment, so you're not really in the moment because you're too busy thinking about the moment being the moment to enjoy it being a moment. These are the days of our lives and we will miss them.
Hell yeah.
Everybody gets a turn. Everybody gets a turn to be young, in their prime, mobile, feeling good, looking good, all of that. Everybody gets a turn. When you're a kid, you wait your turn. When you're older, your turn might have already come, or you might still be in it. But everybody gets a turn, so what will you do with yours? These are the days of our lives, and we will miss them. When we're old and decrepit, when our limbs are no longer as limber, our minds aren't as sharp, our money might be more or less. We'll think about these days fondly, so be wherever your feet are. It can be easier said than done because in this life we live, it's a lot going on. You know, there's a lot of things pulling your attention away from what's in front of you. Mindfulness and awareness goes a long way. Ultimately, we will all end up dead. We're all going to the same place. It's the grave, ashes. We all gonna die. Because life ain't that serious, real. So while we still have time to be ourselves and do what we want, let us embrace that to the fullest. You get 365 whole chances to do whatever the fuck you want. Even if you have to work. Even if you gotta take care of responsibilities. Life deserves to be lived. If you weren't here to resolve these things, they would resolve themselves in some shape, form, or fashion. And because the world turns on. The world will turn on whether you're here or not to experience it. So experience it while you're here. And on the flip side of that, do not drown in nostalgia, because nostalgia is like a warm blanket, but that blanket can become suffocating. It's nice to remember. It's nice to remember. It's nice to reminisce on old times. And especially as time goes on, we start to look at things through rose-colored glasses, you know, as opposed to what they really were. But that's not to hate on nostalgia or nothing, because I'm a very nostalgic ass nigga, you know. I love nostalgia. I like to remember. You know, I'm very fond of the good times I've had. But I also know that there will be better times ahead. If we always look towards the past, it's hard to embrace the present and the future. More importantly, the present, because the future's not here and the past is gone. So all we have is today. You know, I don't know if I'll wake up tomorrow. Hopefully I will. But all I have is today, so I'm gonna make the most of today. It's nice to be like, remember when, but we could always make some more memories today. We could do more shit so we have more shit to remember upon. The basis of our relationship does not have to be remember when we did this. Nigga, we can do it right now. We can make more memories as we speak.
Hell
awareness
yeah.
is key. And I mean awareness as in, who am I? What am I doing? Where am I going? What am I becoming? What have I done? And how does that make me feel about it? You're pretty interesting, believe it or not. If you sat and took time to try to figure yourself out, you would see that you are very complex, very multifaceted. You're an enigma. Watch for the behaviors that might become predisposed to you. We're a lot like our parents, whether you like it or not. So some things we do like, some things we don't like. Don't let your identity become a cage. Just because you've been like this before does not mean you have to continue being like this. You can be whatever you want to be. The second best time to start something after yesterday is today. If you want to be more studious, just take the leap and start studying today. If you want to make music, start watching tutorials today. If you want to become more sociable, talk to a stranger today. There is no need to wait till tomorrow for what can be done today. Identity is not a concrete prison for you. Identity is whatever you identify with. And that might seem a little head ass, but you can identify yourself for anything. It takes a little bit of time and effort and change. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. So where is you stepping? At the very least, just observe. Hell yeah. Because life will show you everything you need to see as long as you're willing to see it, as long as you're open to receiving. So be careful of the things that people may project onto you and the things you project onto others, because these things are indicative of something larger at play. It's like social anxiety, where you cannot control your perception of yourself from others' viewpoints. You may have a predisposition to think others are thinking of you just as negative. You're bullying yourself through the eyes of others. You're projecting your thoughts on other people back onto you, because why would they assume the worst about you? Why would they do all that? Just be aware and observant of you and the people around you. Ignorance is bliss, but I'd rather know than not know. So that has been 7 things that I've learned in my professional career as a lover. It's a list that's ever growing, because every day presents new challenges, new lessons, and I'm open to receiving growth, whatever shape, form, or fashion that may take. Everybody learns things when they're ready for it. I just happen to be ready for these, so nuts. This has been Costello, back with another installment of Nothing Out of VA Ordinary. And also, Sample My Ferrari Volume 1 is out, and I now understand the importance of mastering, because volume control and all of that shit. So now that I've done it and I put it out, now I can do better on my upcoming projects. I got Captain Save-A-Ho coming out sooner than later. I have a collab project with my dog Heaven. Great ass artist. We be cooking. Perfection is the enemy of progress. And I could have kept working on that bitch. I could have done a little bit more quality control, but when is enough enough? At some point, you just gotta put it out and keep it pushing from there. So it may not have been the most complete, solid work, as in technical wise, but I put my heart in that bitch. I put my heart in every song I write. And I did my best, and I put it out. And that's what matters. Now I know what to do better, and going forward, I will apply those things so as to avoid such logistical errors. If you got anything that you're working on and you've been trying to get it perfect, just put this shit out, man. Just get it out there. Execution is more important than perfectionism, because perfectionism will have you sitting for hours. Perfectionism is damn near an excuse. It's really just perfectionism is an excuse at the end of it all. And if it never gets put out, it does not do anything for anybody. You live and you learn. You live and you learn, ultimately. But in the meantime, I hope you have a great day and a phenomenal week. This has been a lovely weekend. It's been a lovely weekend, dog. And shit, I got clothes on my back. I got food in the fridge. I got a roof over my head. It is a lovely life we live, brother. It's a lovely life. So, ain't no such thing as a life that's better than yours. Fuck, nigga. But in the meantime, hell yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the fuck on now. So thank you for watching. All right. Oh, also, I'm going to start doing interviews for the people around me that I associate with. It's because why not? Just chop it up with some folks. The Castaways is coming soon. Either I'm really trying to get the first one out, the pilot, by next week. So we're gonna see how it all goes. Might have one more video of the Aordinary, and then I'm gonna get into the Castaways. But one thing at a time, man.